want to speak with you for something. You should all know my name is Rochelle, and I've decided to tell you my story about my past. When I was a little girl, I struggled with depression, and I still do to this day. It was for many reasons. When I was about 5, my dad started hitting me. Every time he did, I felt like I was a bad daughter, like I can't do anything right. But when I was 7, my mom and dad got a divorce. I thought I'd be happy again. I was so wrong. No. We lived in a crappy house for a while. It sucked, nothing worked right. But one day, someone threw a brick through the window. It hit my mom. She had to go into the hospital while I stayed with my aunt. She healed eventually, but then my mom found a guy. His name was Rob. She fell in love with Rob and got married. She never knew how it would affect me. I hated him, and I still do. He started hitting me with many things. Wooden/plastic spoons, sticks, a platform of wood with holes in it, a platform of wood with nails in it, his hand. He even shot us with the BB guns. Anything he could find. A couple years later, CPS was called and he was told to stop. He did, but he called me names instead, like bitch, stupid, and so on. It really hurt. He didn't know how much it did, though. So I started to self-harm. Later on, my dad wanted me to come over every other weekend, which I knew would have been bad, but I decided to anyways. He started hitting me again, so I started cutting more. My stepmom would call me a slut and say I can't do anything right. My dad called me a pathetic low-life druggie, so I attempted suicide. I tried to overdose. I texted my mom saying I love you, don't forget that. She got curious and ran upstairs. She saw the pills spill out in my lap. She took them away from me while I screamed at her saying, "Why? Just let me die. I deserve it." She said no and called the ambulance. We stayed at the hospital for like 5 hours, it seems like. They finally let me go back home, but I began to cut again. While thinking to myself, I thought I'm worthless, ugly, a failure, no one likes me. I believed what people told me at school, that I'll never be good enough. But later on, February 8th, 2015, my grandma was in the hospital for 2 days. She had a heart attack and a stroke. On February 10th, 2015, they pulled the plug on my grandma. I watched when they did. I saw her stop breathing. It's been tough ever since. My grandma was my role model. She helped me through everything. The last thing that she said to me was, "I can't bear to think about life without you." But every time I think to myself, I can't bear to think about life without her, but now I have to, which is tough. It's been really hard ever since then. I cry every night. I cut more. I think to myself, why her, why not me? Now all I do is hide my emotions even more. I feel like I gotta stay strong for everyone else, but I know she'd want me to be happy at least a little bit. So now I believe that I am beautiful. No one can change my mind. I try to help others that are sad because I know it's what my grandma and God would want. So guys, that is my story. And my brother just sneezed, so I'm gonna slap him. But that is my story. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned from it. So stay strong, you're beautiful. Don't forget that. I love you.